What's worse to get out, the piece of popcorn in the back of the throat or the vagina hair in the back of the throat?
Jesus.
Which one's the hardest one to pull out? This Severance on, is it on Netflix? Is it on, what platform is Severance on? How do I find such show? Apple TV? Is it black folks or is it white folks? Is it the blackies or the whiteys or the brownies or the yellowies? No one ever says the yellowies or the reddies. Ben Stiller's the director. Oh, great. He directed all of them. But Ben Stiller, man, doesn't get enough credit for being incredible. He doesn't get enough credit for being as incredible as a performer, director. He's quite the genius.
That's why you don't see him no more.
Huh?
Like, we don't see him no more cooking. Cause he ever directed. I thought he was just kind of like, I fell off, man. No, he out here directing. All right, we starting right now. So, Chaz, if you see this episode, we starting right now. Energy up.
Why are you yelling?
Because you can see where the audio spikes at.
I would just see us wearing different stuff and.
No, but you. I don't want you to use all the fat in the beginning. We ain't talking about nothing.
I don't ever, unless it's the unedited. Dion don't watch the show.
I don't watch the show. Yeah, man. I get recommended shows all the time, and I try my best to not support.
You try your best to not support? Why?
Because it is an addiction. Mm-hmm. Shows know what they're doing. You be like, wait. You mean to tell me you're not my father? Like, shit. I was about to go to this funeral. Now I gotta know, is he actually his father, man?
I still haven't watched Squid Games too. I'm still behind.
Yeah. Do you watch foreign films with English subtitles or audio titles?
I'm always subtitles, original audio, no matter what language.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why is this?
Because I think there's certain nuances in tone you don't get from the translated versions. Mm-hmm. I especially hear it from anime. I rarely watch an anime, but also when I watched, what was that show? It was a Spanish show that Netflix, it blew up on Netflix. Money Heist was the one that was like, you got so much more from just it being, I was like, because I remember watching the audio, I'm like, something's off. What is this? And I was like, oh, is this dubbed? I thought they were trying to, speak, and I was like, wait, because, the Spanish are pretty much white people. Mm-hmm. I was like, hold on. I put that back on. I was like, there we go. It's just better. I do the same thing with any kind of Korean show. I watch the actual audio. I hate subtitles. I mean, I hate dubovers. I will not do it.
If it's an action,
will not.
If it's an action film, I have to. Because me doing this and watching it, like somebody getting choked out, and you're like, you mean to tell me your mother was always like, oh, what just happened?
How big is your TV? What do you? Are you at the theater watching subtitles? It's all right there.
Because look. If you're reading Spicy Originals caption and then somebody's getting choked out where Twilla's at, right? You be like, so now I'm like, I didn't get to read that full little sentence right there because I'm showing this person like literally putting his finger inside of his nostrils and like, because every time you come in my house, so he's saying this, but he's also doing like.
Subtitle people make fun of non-subtitle people for being slow readers. Mm-hmm. And
you already know my origin story.
I mean, I just go like, oh
yeah, yeah. I feel like you can. I need shot glasses of dialogue. Like you a guzzler. You can be like, got it, got it.
Yes. Put the subtitles right to their mouth.
Right, that's funny, dude.
Can you move it up there? Because that would make sense.
Yeah,
this is what I do for our videos. I move it up right underneath our like mouth, neck is like where the tight, so it's all in one place.
Right, that's funny, guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because especially if it's like I was watching Squid Games. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of like, come on, you can do this, bro. You can do this. Think about your childhood. And like, hey, and they doing actions. I'm like, remember, think about when you remember you talk about your little brother, like, ignore all this stuff, ignore all the negativity. I'm like, oh gosh,
they always sound so bad. They don't sound like they mean it.
So what?
So what do you mean? So what?
Even though it's a dub over,
think about your child. They'll need you right now. How long has it been since you've seen them?
I got it. You've been doing this since like the 90s.
It's still bad.
Nah, they got money now.
Nah, it's still bad.
Nah, man.
It doesn't hit the same. It's not the same.
I forgot. You still living in the old school.
It's not the same.
Where it's like, hey,
no,
you are my father.
Those are the old. No, I just mean the tone. The tone of.
Nah, man. They
you didn't know that was your mother? I'm not talking about the actual mouth moving. I'm talking about the tone of them talking.
I got you, homie. They got some good directors now. They got some good directors who have got translated to the audio. Like, I was totally fine with the audio translation. I wasn't like, ooh, this feels weird, because obviously this is a weird translation because their lips are not matching up with what they're saying.
They match up now.
Of course not. But watch this though. They've been adding AI. They didn't do it. They didn't actually do it now. But somebody added AI to the visual of like Squid Games, and now their lips are moving with the audio.
Then they might as well just. Here's my problem. Also, is that I enjoy watching that culture be the culture. I enjoy hearing that language of that culture.
Well, then take off the caption. Then
I want to understand what they're saying. That's why I just read it. But I don't want it to be something where now it's Americanized.
Learn Thailand.
I'm working on learning Thai. Japanese.
Yeah, learn it and take the caption off. It's just you want to be a part of it.
I would love to do that. What you got against jumping in somebody else's culture?
Because, man.
You might as well wait till they do the Americanized version of it.
Oh, speaking of, I heard they are.
Of course they are.
As in like this. As in, it's the same universe. Because remember, have you seen Squid Games 1? Season 1? They had said, oh, the Germans are having fun over there and the Americans are doing blah, blah, blah. So as in like there's different like hometowns of this. So even though this will be Americanized, it will be an American version of this. And what's great about Squid Games, they can go over like, because they said this is their 8th one. Yeah. So they can actually go back, like the very first one. You know, how it all started. They can have a whole origin of it. What's sickening is the reason why I think season 2 and 3 is. Do you know there's gonna be season 3?
I assume that they're gonna keep doing this.
Well, I didn't know if I was telling you like you
I haven't seen the second one at all.
Well, what I'm saying, this is not telling anything, but the reason why they're doing a season 3 is because I feel like how many times can you do this? Like,
we gotta, I don't.
Same characters.
Yeah, I don't know what their story. Like, cause I didn't see the second one, so I don't know if they opened up the world more. But that's usually the trick of most sequels and stuff like that. It's like, okay, make the world a little broader, like see more of the world, see more of the behind, like how did we get here, right? It's usually. John Wick does a good example of that. The first one to the second one, you learn a little more. A third one, we're seeing people at the high table, whatever it is. The fourth one, we're a little further down, You
heard about did you watch The Continental?
I did, but I remember, and I might have just been tired. I remember falling asleep on it, or like not really, or being bored through it. So I don't know if I was tired or I just wasn't interested in it. Did you watch it?
I did.
How was it?
I enjoyed it, but it wasn't enough characters for me to. It was the owner, the manager, and then the black dude was the only two people that was the original people from the movie. Yeah. So we had to learn a whole new.
Which is fine. I go like, you can do a prequel as long as the story's fire. Yeah. But and that's what made, and I know this is different. That's what made John Wick so simple. It was so simple. It wasn't a whole bunch of backstory and we got to do all this. It was like, you guys killed my dog.
You know the loophole of John Wick is...
You stole my car.
is what world are we living in, right? As in, these are secret assassins, right? So we never knew who was these assassins. So they weren't discreet at all, right? Like they wasn't moving strategic.
As far as who?
Like they're shooting in broad daylight. You know, people
A lot of money after them.
Right. So I'm like, okay, why are people living in this world? I seen John Wick in one movie had killed like 97 people. Right. Like it's a lot of funerals.
Yeah.
This is a mass murder.
It's a mass
Is
murder.
it newsworthy or is this normal for them?
He's a mass murderer who's killed people he doesn't know. He's like, did you sure this person did something wrong?
Right. But it's like, I was like, well, what world is this that like, it's like Gotham City, like crimes happen all the time. Deaths happen all the time.
No, it's just the nature of the business, man. They're just in the business.
I can see if it was secretly killing people that normal civilians didn't see. But they were just like broad daylight and like in a park and like in a school.
I don't think they care how they're dead. As long as that assassin doesn't get arrested, what do they care?
Another thing, there's never been a police.
The police probably know. They don't want to deal with the high table. It's one thing if there's a regular murder. They're like, oh, this is illegal. But if it comes from this secret organization, you think a cop or somebody's going to be like, hey, don't pursue this any further, guys. This comes from the high table.
Whose authority? Where's the authority?
The high table,
is there a
man.
Supreme Court?
There is. That's the high table.
Is there a Bill of Rights?
There's probably some
Is
kind
there
of
a
code.
Declaration of Independence? Is
probably
it a
some kind of-
Constitution?
There's the Continental.
No, man, this world just felt like art, but it wasn't fully colored.
I think that was the whole plan. That was the whole goal. Is like, we could make this, but we're going to lose a lot of the grit.
Right. Like, I never saw, like, we killed somebody, we got away with it, but the police start chasing us.
Nope, they give that little dude his little coin. He came in, he cleaned up the bodies. This is what he did. I got another one.
I need
Working again, John?
There's-
Yeah. It's great. It's such a, I love John
Yeah,
Wick so much.
it is
think
very
I am.
on the surface. Don't think about the backstory at all. Now they got a ballerina. You heard about that one?
Yeah. I haven't seen, it hasn't come out yet, right?
No.
I'm interested.
They milking, bull.
I love that whole world, bro. I'm a stupid super fan.
Yeah.
4 was the worst one. 3 is my favorite one. I love that. I love it. I tell you about the spoof I wanted to do.
Talk about it.
I wanted to do the Wickalizer, which is where a spoof of John Wick meets the Equalizer. And at first they're enemies who have to assassinate each other, but then they wind up working together to take down the higher power. And then, you just see, of course, a bunch of goofy things that happen. Craig suggested that I pick one character, and because I wanted to do both, and then like tell them stories kind of like differently, how they're chasing down each other, and kind of just go back and forth from their stories to the other. But Craig was like, you should pick one, and then you see all the other kind of movies that he's like, one character carries you into all the different movies and realms of that, which I like also. I go, that's also a very great, smooth. It's not confusing. It's a very smooth idea to do. He's like, have that be a scene where he runs into the Equalizer or vice versa, stuff like that.
How about this, though? John Wick, just like what Craig said, cross paths with Jack Reacher, Jason Bourne, Equalizer.
Those are all those kind of movies.
Yeah. It's a lot of J's right there.
I would make it a newborn murderer. A newborn. He's Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
No. He's just born. The baby snapping neck.
Yeah. He said the guy from Nobody too. Yeah. Jason Statham.
Yeah, those are kind of those movies are always. I never seen Jack Reacher. Anybody see Jack Reacher? Is it good?
I did. It's
The series or the actual movie with Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise. I haven't seen the series.
I like that guy from the series though. He was in that
He's
Robin
big as hell,
show.
dude.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he was the body of Raphael in the live action of Ninja Turtles.
But they say that's how he was supposed to be. They said Tom Cruise was very different how he was with that guy. He's like, Tom Cruise was way too smart to be Jack Reacher.
Yeah. You know what I appreciate about when you are good at something, they don't need you to branch off to do anything else. When you see a Jason Statham movie, you know what you're getting.
Yeah, he's going to talk like this. He's going to talk real fast and real quiet. And he's gonna kick some ass.
He don't change his accent.
Is that what you think?
He don't change his hairstyle, and it's gonna be an action movie.
He's gonna keep that raggedy ass.
Like when I say typecast to the T, he has never did a romantic comedy. He's never did a thriller.
The only comedy he was in was probably, what was it? The spy movie with Melissa McCarthy, and what's the other girl's name? Sandra Bullock, maybe.
Still
yeah,
action.
It was still action.
Yeah.
He was actually funny in there.
Yeah.
So Crank was kind of a comedy.
He doesn't do like scary movies. He doesn't do thrillers. He even did like a period piece where he was a Western star. Like the fact that he don't change his accent lets me know that like, yo, don't try to diversify your portfolio if you're good at something.
So just give us more of that Jason Statham stuff.
Yeah.
But also that's what you're hiring me for, right?
Right.
You're getting this.
Right. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
He ain't changed.
I mean, he couldn't.
He was the size and he had the accent. Never changed his accent.
I tried.
Yeah.
I don't think he could.
Right.
Whose career would you rather have? Arnold Schwarzenegger's career, which is insane. I don't think the appreciation for his career is ever talked about of everything he's achieved.
Right.
In the history of like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Or who?
George Clooney.
You know what? You might add Donald Trump in there too.
Why? And what?
Donald Trump, man. If he has a, I can't say a perfect, what I want, what I get.
The difference is
he's hated.
Well, Arnold's kind of hated, but the difference is that Arnold had to work for it. He was a poor dude in Austria who decided to worked his ass off to become Mr. Olympia. And that's what, of course, you know, set him off. It wasn't like, you know, Trump who had, you know, a bunch of stuff and robbed a bunch of companies and stuff like that to be a billionaire. I don't know. I'm not going to ever pretend like I know anything about Trump's origin story. I don't know if he's a dude who comes from money. I don't know if he had put himself up by the quote unquote bootstraps or ever got a loan or something like that. So I'm not going to pretend like I know his origin, but I do know that he didn't go through what Arnold went through.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know Arnold Schwarzenegger's story.
Yeah, he was a poor dude who had an abusive drunk father and made something of himself to the highest max, to the monster, a megastar of megastars.
Yeah.
What are you giggling about?
Somebody said the thickness of your glasses, the side view of the thickness of your glasses is hilarious. What?
Oh, I got a moral dilemma.
What?
Okay, so a comedian that we know, okay, I saw the other day at a comedy show, okay?
Okay.
He left his headphones.
All right.
Okay, so I said, oh man, I got you. I'll mail them to you. Okay?
Yeah.
Today, I was doing Daddy Issues podcast, right? And this guy randomly came up to the parking lot. He was like, hey man, just a regular kind of looking, you know, I thought he was like a bummy white dude. But he was like, yeah, I work across the street. He was like, man, I lost some headphones here, and it's saying that they're here. He's like, they're white beat headphones. I was like,
yo.
He was like, yeah, it says they're right around here. And then I didn't say nothing. I was like, I'm trying to put it together. I was like, and then Craig was like, yeah, you can check inside. I don't know. I don't have any. And I was like, yeah. And then he walked off. He was like, ah. So then I was like, here's two problems. One, I don't want you tracking me looking for your headphones, right?
Yeah.
Because I've had them in my car. I couldn't mail anything out Monday because it was MLK Day, right? So I had to wait till today anyways, right? And then, but now I'm like, yo, did he really take or find his head? Because then I'm like, I'm in Sylmar. The show was in Bellflower.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So they're miles and miles apart.
Right.
Right? So I'm like, is this some coincidence?
Yeah.
Or do I actually have homies, the other dude's headphones?
Right.
Craig was like, you should give them back to the dude. And I was like, I don't even know. I'm about to mail them off to the guy I know who I saw with them.
Right.
Right? So now I'm like, should I hit the homie up and be like, hey, did you take? Does it even matter? Does it even matter if you took them?
What if you had said? This? You know, you're a comedian. You can say, "Hey, man, somebody came up here, asked for these headphones, and they said these are his, and they got tracked down." He said, "So I had to give it to him." See if you say, "Ah," if he hit you with that, like, he said he tracked down, and he was like, "Okay, that definitely wasn't his." But if he was like, "What? Those are mine." Say, I'm joking, bro. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. So that's how you do.
But he's a real friend. So shouldn't I just be like, yo, here's the scenario. This is what happened.
Do you think your friend will lie to you?
Maybe.
Yeah. So you vet them, you kind of flush them out.
Here's the thing. I can't find the dude who I don't know where to find this guy at anymore anyways. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't know. I'm not going to stalk outside his job and hope I run into him again. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I can't just hand him to him now. Right? Yeah. Or am I an accomplice?
Is this person who has your earphones a person who was like, yeah, he does seem the type of person that would steal some earphones?
If I tell you the name, you'll have a better idea.
I know who it is. Was he on the show?
Yes.
Yeah. And I've seen him on the other show, right?
On the other show?
At Harvest.
No.
Oh.
Nope, not him.
Because I was like, I don't know him from nothing.
No. Do you know the other person on the show? In Bellflower?
Yeah. The other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, our homie. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, oh, no, man.
People put two and two together, man. This is easy work.
Is it?
Yes. There's only two guys on the show.
Yeah, well, they have to be there, right? Anywho. So I'm like, man, what do I do? Do I just hit the homie up and be like, I could just mail him that like I know nothing about anything, which is usually my MO. Keep my mouth shut, right? Or I could be like, yo, this is what homie said. Because I'm not going to be like, this is what dude said, I'm going to give him back to him to do the right thing. I'm not going to do that. That's just not what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, yo, this is what...
What? Do you have his number?
Of?
You should call him right now on live. Say, hey, man, I'm here at blah, blah. No? Mm-mm. Why not?
Because that's too much. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to out him.
Yeah. We definitely did. Because they can definitely pull up the flyer and just kind of put two and two together.
Well, now when you say all that, they can. I don't think anybody cared that much before. Anywho. There was a lot of people on that show,
Thank you, yo.
Put a little post-it note when you say it. What'd she say?
Nice hat.
Oh. I thought I was talking about mine. So yeah. Besides the other person whose headphones that I think there are lives very far away. Mm-hmm. So this might be the person's only chance to ever get them back. It's through me right now. So I'm trying to decide. This is my moral dilemma. So you would call and be like, "Yo, play the game." Like I'm just playing, dog.
Yeah.
And then that's how you would find out.
Yeah. Write it out. For those who keep asking, what are we looking at? We have a TV. We're on YouTube right now. If y'all want to talk to us, hit the link in my bio, and we're talking live on YouTube. All right, you guys. This is just a commercial to come over here and talk to us live with the rest of the people. We got 145 people in here, so come over here and join talking to us, man.
Give or take a few keep coming in.
Yeah. Oh, they just left.
Some of them this happens. They're coming in out here. You know what though? I don't feel bad though if I just milled them off. Usually I would have some kind of guilt feeling, but I do not. So either I'm getting more cold-hearted.
Let me ask you this though: is there you an Xbox or a PlayStation?
PlayStation.
You got a 5? Mm-hmm. If the 6 was coming out, right, and you're at the barbershop, somebody was like, "Hey, I got the 6 for $100. and you might want to buy it. You be like, yeah, hook it up to the TV right here.
Mm-hmm.
You hook it up, play a couple games. You're like, oh, this is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Still in the box, man.
Mm-hmm.
You open it up yourself. It works.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, would you buy it?
I wouldn't. I would not. But however, somebody would for sure.
Why wouldn't you buy it?
Because I know it's stolen.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And I just don't do that. I don't invite problems. I assume everything has some kind of tracking device now.
Yeah.
I assume everything does. I don't know if my PlayStation does. I just assume that everything has some kind of tracking device. And I was like, I just don't like inviting problems.
Right.
I remember somebody tried to give me these speakers for like $100 to put in my car. And I was like, nah. He's like, man, you a square? And I said, yeah. I just don't want problems, bro. I believe in karma, and I just don't want problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely bought a few things. I bought a bunch of DVDs at the barbershop.
Yeah. Burned, though, or here's a different game. If they're burned,
burnt games.
That's different than, I mean, if they're bootleg.
You bought some burnt games from PlayStation 5?
If I knew if dude did a good job,
yeah,
I might.
He's like, I come here every week, man. I burn games. They're legit. They have the internet thing on there, so little CDs. I'm saying I can write these DVDs.
I might.
Yeah.
You might have a good thing right there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine the kind of disc you need. That's a lot of storage, but somebody has it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, if we got halfway and it started tripping, I'm like, but if somebody's like, no, his stuff always worked. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Is that different?
Because it's a burnt game? Mm-hmm. I mean, you still
bootlegging the legitimate black business.
Right, for sure.
There's been a lot of black folks who got a long way off bootlegging.
Where did the term bootlegging come from?
I don't know.
What does that mean? Bootleg. As in, it's not legit.
Let's look up the origin story. Where did bootleg come from?
Bootleg.
Where does...
And how does that sound?
It sounds like some old pirate term.
Yeah, but how does it sound like not legit?
The term bootlegger originated in the 1880s in the United States. It comes from the practice of hiding illegal items in the legs of tall boots. American Civil War soldiers hid liquor in their boots to sneak into army camps. King George III's reign, smugglers hid valuables in the legs of their boots to avoid Coast Guardsmen. Midwest United States, traders hid liquor in their boots to trade with Native Americans. Mm-hmm.
So you're just kind of cheating the system.
So bootlegging been around a long time. Yeah. And it's just from putting stuff in your tall boots.
Right. So it's like, where'd this come from? Think about this. This DVD for sale.
And now people shove shit up their ass to get drugs into prison. Now it should be called ass stuffers.
Or what is it? What do you pull it out?
Pluggers?
Yeah, no, pulling out.
I don't know. Yeah, man. They've been ass plugging for years, man. Yeah. They ass plug all kind of things. Yeah, it's crazy.
Ass plugging.
That's the new ass plungers.
Plungers, you pull it out.
If you just call plungers,
yeah.
That's man.
You start plunging. Yeah.
What's up, man? Yeah. All this stuff, is this stuff been ass plunged?
You know what's crazy is, what if you're really good at it? And you gotta keep it there, because your butt will suck stuff back up, right?
What do you mean?
As in, cause like, you know how you kind of like, this gonna sound so funny. You know how you like pinch your butt? It's like your booty is swallowing, like. Cause you know how like when you when you pinch it, it's like your booty is swallowing, like, okay, and then I think it's pushing it back. There's like a little lobby. There's a little lobby in your rectum area before it's like the exit.
A lobby. Don't close. Hold that on me. Because there's little tiny chunks that's in the little area. There's little tiny chunks in there, and they're building up for the exodus. Like, oh, we full. So I don't think I don't know. I never shoved anything up there that needed to stay up there, so I've never been an ass plunger. So
I think so. Rectum and anal is the canal, right?
oh boy,
I did the little movement. Anal is the canal, and the rectum is, I'm
I
assuming.
like how anal is in canal. You can't have canal without anal.
Oh, nice. But then I think there's like a little chunk, like a little bulb area.
Okay.
So when your bowels come in, they kind of break off in there right there.
In the bulb area.
Yeah, in the little bulb area. And then it gets to a point when this gets full, it's like, okay, it's time to boo boo. And then now you are like squeezing it out down the.
This is
anal.
gross.
I mean,
It was a gross description.
well, it had to happen. So when people stick, it's like drugs inside their butt, it's in the little bulb area. So it had, because when you swallow, your booty hole is pushing it back up or pushing it back down.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. There's got to be a proctologist somewhere who can answer. Someone's like, actually, the rectum is, and here's where the sphincter plays. That's the funniest word to me in the world. Sphincter. Sphincter. That's the funniest word.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the origin of people exploring their bodies and just like, hey, penis was supposed to go up there. They're like, let's just try it. Like, you have a perfectly good hole right up under it. And it was like, let's still just try it out to see if it works. It's like, get out of there.
Oh, it works all right. Better than I could have imagined.
The laugh. And also, what was before? What did women do during their cycle? During like biblical times, they just kind of like balled up some like hay, right? Because it wasn't cotton. Like, what was Eve doing, right? She just bled everywhere.
Do you want to look up ancient, what do you call them?
Yeah.
Ass pluggers.
What are
they called?
Menstrual cycle?
Well, what they actually tampons. What were ancient tampons?
Cause I know they probably had like linen at a certain time. They probably just had linen and just put it between their legs, right? Cause
What? Come on.
you should say what is the origin story of tampons?
I don't feel like that's gonna give me the answer I want. I want to say what were used as tampons in ancient times.
There it is.
Rolled papyrus leaves.
Rolled papyrus?
Papyrus leaves make primitive tampons.
I'm looking this up.
Papyrus.
That's like that itch.
Isn't that like one of those greeting cards names? Isn't it called papyrus?
Oh, that's like that itch, dude. Papyrus.
Lint and wood. Lint. So papyrus is in Egypt. When we use soft papyrus tampons as early as the 15th century. Papyrus was also used to make food, paper, and woven goods. Lint and wood. Greece, women use tampons made from lint wrapped around a small piece of wood. Oh my God. That's ancient. That's archaic.
You said papyrus wood?
Papyrus. Papyrus. PAP. But not wood. It was papyrus. It just says papyrus by itself, not wood though.
Oh, that papyrus.
Sure.
It's papyrus. That's what they use to write.
Papyrus?
Yeah.
So it's just a paper?
Yeah.
This is a soft papyrus. Papyrus? What'd you say?
Papyrus.
Papyrus. That sounds more Egyptian.
Yeah, but I need to know.
Here you go. In Rome, they use wool. That makes more sense. Come here, you little sheep. Bang! Got the blood all over them. Wash it off. Paper in Japan, women use paper to absorb blood. Vegetable fibers in Indonesia, women use vegetable fibers. What does that even mean? Sponges, women use to make sponges. Grass in Equatorial Africa, women use rolls of grass to make tampons. That sounds itchy.
Man, yo.
Oh boy. Native American women use buffalo skin and moss to make pads. Buffalo skin and moss. Moss is good for you, right? It's like sea moss.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's some kind of native moss. I guess they didn't give them any kind of infections or anything.
I'm certain this is how chlamydia came
Oh, the last one's the worst one.
Talk about it.
This doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Go for it.
Rock salt and elephant dung. Women use these materials for medical purposes and contraceptives.
A lot of trial and error, man.
The word tampon comes from the medieval French word tampion, which means cloth stopper.
Stop that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go, guys.
There it is. Yo, we learn stuff every day. Now you guys can go back and use some papyrus paper. You know what I'm saying? If y'all run out.
And the first tampon that was invented was by a man, the modern tampon, Earl Haas, which he marketed as Tampax, which is still around, isn't it? Isn't that still around? All right. Instead of one has to go, one has to stay. You have to get rid of 3. You can only keep 1. Okay? Our choices are Denzel Washington, Will Smith, Samuel Jackson, and Leonardo DiCaprio. You can only pick 1. The other 3 works disappear forever. Who can you not lose?
Samuel Jackson.
You're keeping Samuel Jackson.
I'm keeping Samuel Jackson.
Why?
Samuel Jackson has crossed genres numerous times.
Okay.
And I love him as a comedian. I love him as a drama. He does thriller. He blends in. He changes hairstyles. He can be soft.
So you're losing every single thing Denzel Washington ever did.
Hey, man, I need this.
You're losing every single thing that Leonardo DiCaprio ever did.
I've made my choice.
Samuel Jackson. What's your favorite Samuel Jackson movie?
Favorite Samuel Jackson movie off the top. I'm just gonna say the first one came to my head. Loaded Weapon 1.
Lethal Weapon.
Loaded Weapon 1.
Sam gotta go, man.
Oh.
Will Smith is staying.
Will Smith is staying.
Not only do you get the Fresh Prince, you get the Bond movies, you even get music. You cross all genres and more. Samuel Jackson's only good because you keep the Star Wars / Marvel.
Yep.
However, I can't tell you a ton of Sam starring movies that I'm like, gotta keep this, gotta keep that. There's not a ton of them to me that I go like I can lose most things Samuel Jackson was in.
Okay.
But I can't lose most things that Will Smith was in.
Sure. Yeah, because Will Smith does have he was two characters, Fresh Prince and Will Smith. Two different rappers.
And all the movies.
Yeah.
You know, the Bad Boys franchise is staying around. The Men in Black franchise is staying around.
Yeah.
Hitch, solid movie.
What's your favorite Will Smith movie?
Bad Boys 2 is up there. 1 and 2 is always hard for me to choose, but Bad Boys 2 was great. Independence Day was always great.
Are you gonna keep adding stuff on?
What do you mean?
You gonna keep adding stuff on? So I said, what's your favorite? I gave you 1, but you gonna keep on stacking on?
No, I'm just my bad, dog. I'm still deciding. Who's replacing him in Django? This assumes that Django never happened anymore. Everything that they ever did is gone from now on. There's no Training Day. It's gone. Okay? There's no Devil in a Blue Dress. Was that him? Ricochet. A Time to Kill.
Man on Fire.
Ooh. That's a great movie to lose. It's gone. It's gone. Glory, gone.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Let them know. Pulp Fiction, Unbreakable, Juice, The Negotiator. That movie right there, Negotiator. That movie right there, I said I want to be a writer. I promise you, it made me felt like I love this idea. A negotiator trying to negotiate a negotiator. And he said, "Hey man, I don't care what you did." He said, "I'm here to bring you down." He said, "Listen, man, they set me up." He said, "Hey, listen, Kevin Spacey was so cold. I don't care. I don't know you."
Leonardo DiCaprio's not getting enough love in this conversation. He's got crazy dope movies.
For sure.
Talk about Django. You talk about Catch Me If You Can. I've never watched Titanic, but people love that movie. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if somebody was not willing to lose. Who's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah.
Or what is the movie called? Not Who's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Who's Eating Gilbert's Grape Ass? Who's Eating Gilbert's Gap?
Gross.
I love when you have movies that's like real movies, but they made it into porn. You like Shaving Ryan's Private.
That's always good. You go,
oh, okay. Like
The Great Gatsby.
I can go.
I didn't see it, but man, him in what was the movie he should have won the Oscar for? He got it for the Revenant, but Wolf of Wall Street.
I like The Revenant.
The Revenant was good. Wolf of Wall Street might be some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm not fucking going anywhere.
That might be some of the best acting I've ever seen anyone ever do,
and
bro.
He did a little dance.
When he was trying to get to that car, bro, or get into the house from the car,
and he was on drugs.
I've never seen anybody do anything this great.
Yeah.
Exception. He said, "Who's eating Gilbert's?"
Damn it. Damn it. Thank you, Spicy.
Spice. Said it was right there. Y'all missed it. Who's eating Gilbert's Gooch is wild.
I'm picturing him hold his big toes. Mm-hmm. There you go. Get in there.
Oh.
Get in there.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be in contraception. That's wild. All right, we're going to do one for music real quick.
Okay.
One has to stay. The other three no longer exist in all they did. Okay?
One has to stay.
One has to stay. The other three never existed. We go Timbaland, Pharrell, Jermaine Dupri, and Dr. Dre. Only one can stay. The other three never existed in all their work. As in, if you get rid of Dre, there's no Snoop, there's no Eminem, there's no everybody else who's under the umbrella. Timbaland goes, we're losing, for everything Timbaland's done, Missy, Genuine, Aaliyah,
Justin Timberlake.
You're losing all of it. You're losing all of it. You don't lose Timberlake, you lose all the fire shit. You keep the NSYNC stuff. You just got NSYNC him and then that country music album garbage he did.
Right.
If you lose Jermaine Dupri, you lose Usher's Confessions. You lose a bunch of Mariah Carey stuff, a bunch of Usher stuff.
Bow Wow.
You lose Bow Wow.
Brat.
You lose the Brat. You lose there's a big chunk of the 90s.
SWV.
And you lose
Escape.
Chris Cross.
Yep.
You losing Usher, that's monster. You lose a lot of Usher work and a lot of Mariah Carey.
So she says, "Sting, can you repeat it again?" So
instead of the one, what usually
one has to go.
One has to go. This is only one can stay. Three have to go. You got Jermaine Dupri, Timbaland, Dr. Dre, Pharrell. So Pharrell, you lose the Clips. You lose
by Clips.
What's the
by Pharrell.
Robin Thicke. You lose I'm happy. You lose all the other nerds, the nerd stuff. You know.
Pharrell can go.
All right, Pharrell's dead. Pharrell got to stay. Pharrell got to stay. Why, Kai? Why is Pharrell staying? What does Pharrell have that you feel like Pharrell's got to stay? Tim or Dre? If you lose Dre, you lose NWA, You lose a lot of work. That's Ice Cube. That's NWA. Right. That's all of Death Row.
Right.
You lose a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
You lose. I don't know how much Pac you lose, but
I definitely feel like Dre has to stay for me.
I mean, that's pretty monster, dog. He's got quite the resume of just. That's Kendrick, right?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's 50 comes under his umbrella. That's the Shady Aftermath. That's Game. That's
Eminem.
Yep.
D12.
That's a pretty. Well, you can lose D12, but that's a pretty big. That's a pretty big one. Justin Timberlake's best album was Pharrell, not Timberland. Add Uncle Luke and a toss-up person. What? Where'd Uncle Luke come from?
It's to add Uncle Luke into this, as in one got to stay.
Who you picking? Who's staying? You said Dre staying? I think I'm keeping Timberland. I feel like Timberland has made some of the greatest beats and stuff I've ever heard in my life.
But he doesn't have that big of an umbrella, though.
But I keep a lot.
I get Missy.
I get all the Timberland stuff. I get all the Missy stuff.
You just trying to start.
What are you talking about?
You know damn well Dre got a bigger arsenal.
Sure, he has a bigger catalog, but I think I listen to more of. If I had to go beat wise, who do I listen to more of? Timberland beats or Dre beats? I'm Timberland all day.
Yeah.
I feel like Timberland makes better.
What you listening to?
Music.
My Hips Don't Lie by Nelly Furtado. What you trying to listen to? Some
I still listen to Ugly in Here, Up in Here. Shit was crazy.
Bubba Sparks. Huh?
You're losing a lot of stuff, man.
Nah, you know.
Losing Jay-Z's The Black Album. You know?
Man, that was more Just Blaze. That was more Kanye. It
had like 3 or 4 tracks on there,
dude. Yeah, it had a few cuts. You can't. I mean, Ludacris worked with Timberland, but he didn't do like a whole album. Like Timberland worked with a lot of people, but he's not like he didn't have like the umbrella of like Dre has.
He doesn't have the umbrella Dre has. No, I don't think he has the umbrella that Jermaine Dupri has. I think Jermaine Dupri is being severely underappreciated right here, because I think "Always Be My Baby" is Jermaine Dupri also producing and writing. He's got a lot of that stuff. Who was the other? He's done so much R&B. Ooh, I'm ashy. I'm gonna put my thing.
Put it back down.
Put my jacket back on. Oh boy! Yikes!
Yeah.
Looks like I do hard drugs.
No, so when you think about Jermaine Dupri, you do get a lot more R&B. Dre versus Dr. Dre would have been my top 2. I'm gonna stick with Dre, even though Dre also brought in Mary J. Blige too.
Ooh, did he?
Yeah.
He produced her?
He produced her first album.
I think Diddy brought her in, didn't he?
Oh man, come on, let me live, yo. I think he did the second album. All right. So Jermaine Dupri definitely have a lot more R&B. But just think about all the people that Dre brought on, like the Super Bowl. Everybody attached to that was a part under Dre's umbrella.
Yeah, Dr. Dre's catalog of performers, artists who he's been developing is insane. There's no doubt about it.
Think about all your people that's under Timberland's umbrella right now. They all fell off.
What do you mean?
Think about if Timberland did the Super Bowl, right? Who would be on the show?
Missy Elliott. That's fire right there.
When's her last album?
Aaliyah's Hologram. I can't get Aaliyah's Hologram?
Sure. Keep talking.
I can get Genuine.
You remember that?
Genuine got some classics, does he not?
Yes, back in '96.
Okay, I'll give him a 2000. My whole life has changed. That was 2000 something?
That was 99.
That was not 99. It was like 2000 something.
Who else is up on the Timberland? Yeah, you going in the crates right
No,
there.
I'm looking at Jermaine Dupri's. Jermaine
Stop
Dupri's.
playing. You're just trying to make this controversial. Missy has universal appeal. He could bring her out. That's it. That Missy is her juggernaut. But let's be honest.
She's a juggernaut, though.
Also, Maganu's hologram.
He died?
Maganu.
Maganu died?
Magoo died, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
When did Magoo die?
The fact that you don't even know that's your boy. Player, they all fell apart. But yeah, Timberland. Oh yeah. Timberland does have Justin Timberlake, but Missy could do a Super Bowl by herself.
All right, so here's all Jermaine Dupri's number ones. Okay, so we go Jump, right, crisscrossing them.
But you going for Timberland?
Well, hold on, I'm just going because I said I felt like Jermaine Dupri was not being appreciated.
Okay.
He had a number 2, Just Kicking It by Escape. Mm-hmm. Okay. Always Be My Baby was him, produced and written by. You Make Me Wanna by Usher. Nice and Slow by Usher. My Way by Usher. This is some heat right there.
Yeah.
The First Night by Monica. Okay. This Bow Wow, bounce with me. Not a number 1 though. You Got It Bad by Usher. Where the Party at Jagged Edge, number 3. Here we go. Burn by Usher. Confessions. My Boo. Dang, Jermaine Dupri's killing.
Yes.
Let Me Hold You by Mariana Bow Wow. Like You, Bow Wow, number 3. We Belong Together by Mariah Carey.
Y'all know what this is.
Shake It Off by Mariah Carey. Don't Forget About Us by Mariah Carey. Grills by Nelly was a number 1. Who knew that went number 1? Control Myself, LL Cool J, and Jennifer Lopez went number 4. That's a lot. I don't know how many number 1s I named. He has 11 number 1 songs. Mm-hmm. Hey, dog, that's a...
But you still pick Timberland.
We're not talking about who I picked. I'm just saying that Jermaine Dupri is being overlooked right now.
Yo, I totally get it. I mean, I would have added Diddy versus Pharrell.
Well, I can't pick Diddy.
Oh, it's too late. We in there.
You can't pick Diddy.
Why not?
Because, man, you can't be like, you know who's got to stay? You can't pick him to stay. Yeah, I purposely didn't pick Diddy.
Yeah, you're like, I want Diddy to stay, R. Kelly to stay.
I'm talking about some number 1s.
Yeah,
R. Kelly.
I want a aerial view pause of what Diddy's doing right now. I just want to
Why
like
is
watching
this pause worthy?
because I'm on top of him.
Okay.
I'll be on top of him like, what you doing now?
Okay.
Man? I just want to see if he's like, I hate it here.
Diddy can't be happy.
Yeah, I want to see what he's saying. Like, I got to get out of here. Because if he's been living like a billionaire for at least, 10 plus years, mm-hmm. He's been a millionaire for at least 30, right? Mm-hmm. And now you living like the commoners. Mm-hmm. That's a change, right? You don't have a debate no more.
Going back to toilet paper. He said, I used to have men licking my asshole clean. Now here I am using toilet paper. He can still probably have men licking his asshole clean in prison. He's probably happier than ever.
Let me tell you something. His diet he is shitting bricks. Because imagine you eating organic food for 30 years. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden you eating porridge. You're eating meatloaf without the meat. You're just eating a combination of items with ketchup on top. What if you are a vegan?
In prison?
Yeah, do they accommodate for you?
I'm not about to accommodate no
right
convicted felon.
Hey, is this gluten free? Get your goddamn. Is this GMO?
You better worry about keeping your booty free. That's what you need to worry about.
You worry about your freedom.
All right.
First is what's gluten free. I'm like, man, I'm lactose intolerant. I have a peanut allergy. I need to make sure this is not no sort of meat inside of it. And I'm also have high blood pressure, so can you minimize the salt? Figure it out.
All right, I'm trying to see Timbaland's top songs. Apologize. It's too late. Is that the one?
Yeah, man.
Promiscuous.
Yeah.
Give It To Me was also him and Nelly Furtado. What's his name? Justin Timberlake. Up Jumps the Boogie. Love it. Say Something. I don't know what that is.
Shit, I'm at work. Let me get my headphones.
The Way I Are.
Yes.
The Way I Are. What is that?
The way you are. The way you are.
You nailed that. I didn't know what that was. We need a resolution. Not nearly the hits. I mean, not nearly the number ones. But when you go down this list, Cry Me a River, Get Your Freak On, 1 in a Million, The Way I Are. Okay, it's Carrie Hilson. Big Pimpin'. Sexy Back. Yeah, Promiscuous, Work It. Pony. Are You That Somebody? He's done way more than that. Why can't I find his biggest? All right, so Pharrell's out. Is that it? Everybody's
Pharrell's gone.
Pharrell, are we killing Pharrell?
Yeah.
Pharrell's gone.
I would have put Teddy Riley there.
For what?
Or Diddy.
For producing?
Yeah.
Okay, you lose Blurred Lines. That wasn't that great. Happy. Drop It Like It's Hot.
Somebody said Timberland has the most white appeal. Diddy is driving a golf cart in jail right now.
He doesn't have the most wide appeal. It's got to be Jermaine Dupri. Mariah Carey alone gives Jermaine Dupri that. By himself, Mariah Carey alone gives Jermaine Dupri.
Right.
It's too late to get money maker. Shake your money maker, Debbie, 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 Debbie.
Yeah.
He did Frontin'. Yeah. No, this is for real. So he did Blurred Lines, Happy, Drop It Like It's Hot, Get Lucky, Too Late to Get Lucky, something like that, right?
Yep.
Shake Your Money Maker, Front and Pastor Cavassier, Beautiful. Move That Dough, I don't know that one. Feels.
Yo, just talking. Somebody doesn't include Nerd. Tell me one Nerd song that you like, yo.
She likes Nerd.
Nerd?
Nerd has a couple tracks.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of these, I start losing here. Universal Mind Control. Universal Mind Control. Terrible song.
Yeah. That's when he's like, I need to broaden my. Oh, it didn't work? Okay, I'll go back.
The rest of these, I don't know. NERD did not chart at all. He made the worst songs for himself.
Mm-hmm. Includes the Neptunes hits. Oh, wait. Is Neptunes and Nerd different groups?
Kind of. Neptunes is like they're producing.
Oh.
So let's see if that counts. Because all that counts. But I figured they would have counted on here. Right?
Yeah, Kanye
Yeah, let's drop
West.
it like it's hot.
You should have did Kanye
Milkshake.
West. That's what you should have did.
Well, Kanye staying. For me, Kanye was.
If you remove Pharrell for those four.
Yeah, I mean, I'm keeping Kanye over most people. Mm-hmm. For me specifically, he did Southern Hospitality with your boy Luda. Shake your ass. Oh yeah, he did do that. Do 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 do. Shake your ass.
Yeah,
you
job,
don't
Reggie.
have to call. Yeah. Okay. It's a song
So,
called Booty.
So you should redo the question then, Chaz.
Why?
With Kanye and replacing Pharrell. Make that be your soundbite.
If we're stop calling it a soundbite to the people.
I mean, if you want to make it as a Instagram thing, so people actually. Because Kanye West is a juggernaut producer.
So is Pharrell.
Pharrell.
Oh boy.
Is anybody in this comment section saying Pharrell over Timberland, Jermaine Dupri, and Dr. Dre?
No. All right. So if you go Kanye West, Jermaine Dupri, Dre. Who was the other one? Timberland.
If you had to choose one, here's the better. If it was a party, the best of all these artists, which one of these artists are you going to? A Jermaine Dupri party, a Kanye West party, a Dr. Dre party, or a...
But beyond that, you have to think about...
They all never going to be exist.
They all never exist.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is their works die. Everything they ever touched dies. Anybody they ever brought with them dies. Anybody they ever created, there's no this person without that person.
Yeah.
Because for that alone, Dre's up there.
Yeah.
Like Dre,
Right.
without even talking about songs, just the amount of people that he's brought in is nuts.
What about Johnny Two Toes? He's a good producer.
Because if you count Easy Dre, I mean, those in Cube, those alone, including himself, you go like, woo!
Yeah. All y'all saying Jermaine Dupri, huh? Okay.
I'm saying he was underappreciated. You got to read off his list of accolades.
Right.
He's got monster hits. He's got the most number ones out of all of them. Well, Kanye might. But Kanye is all his for sure. Who's under Kanye's umbrella? Does he have any artists who really pop
all
under
the
him?
music that he produced.
He's produced a lot, but are there any artists who come up under him? Are you saying like?
No, not Common. Lupe Fiasco. John Legend.
Mm-hmm. John Legend. Yep.
Lupe Fiasco wasn't a part of him? Consequence.
Yeah, Consequence.
Side the hip, was it Side the...
Side the Prince?
Yeah, Side the
Probably.
Prince.
Kid Cudi.
Yep.
Big Sean.
Yep.
I don't think he was signed to him, but he didn't come up under him. 2 Chainz. But Big Sean and Kid Cudi, those are big ones.
Kid Cudi, stop. He had one album. He had several albums, but that one album.
You don't understand the Kid Cudi fan base.
Oh, yeah?
Kid Cudi has a cult.
Really?
Yeah, there are Kid Cudiites out there who are Kid Cudi maniacs. He has a few big.
Chance?
No, Chance not under Kanye.
Really?
Yeah. Remember Chance, so a big thing was being independent.
Yeah.
But who else came under him?
Paul.
And John Legend's a big one. That's the biggest one. That's a monster grab.
Yeah.
So if you lost Kanye, you lose all the Kanye stuff, right? We're losing his 4, possibly 5 classic albums. You're gonna lose a lot of that Blueprint by Jay-Z, right? I think he did 4 or 5 songs off that. Who else you losing? A gang of other songs here and there, right? Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Let's see, Kanye artist.
Yeah. Would you consider Tiana Taylor?
I don't know.
Nas was up under him for a little while. Pause.
They did a song together. He wasn't.
No, he did an album with.
Yeah, I mean
Nas.
they did an album, but he wasn't under him. Nas was already
right.
Nas. I mean, who came up through Kanye? John Legend, Kid Cudi, Big Sean, for damn sure. Those are for damn sure some monster hits right there. Some good people. Pusha T was kind of okay. Tiana Taylor. Ooh, Travis Scott.
Oh.
And is there some other people who are already established who signed to good music, but they were already established? So, 070 Shake. 07, I don't know who that is. Holt? I don't know who that is either.
Yeah.
That's a good list, bro. That's a solid roster. Designer. I don't know if he does anything else anymore. Yeah.
That nigga fell off quick.
So you got John Legend. I mean, you can say Consequence. He's not super big. Big Sean, Travis Scott, Designer, Kid Cudi. Oh, Tony Williams, or his name. Tony Williams singing in the background. He did that one song. Ever since it used to be that way. It was on the last song of I have to play it for you.
No. I think we get it.
What?
That Kanye West doesn't have artists, but he's had beats.
He did have artists.
Not like John Legend.
Travis Scott is huge.
Yeah, Travis
John
Scott.
Legend is huge. Big Sean's, I don't know if he's huge. He's major.
Yeah.
And
but you don't listen to his albums, do you?
Huh?
You don't listen to none of his albums, do you?
Who?
You.
To whose albums?
Big Sean's.
Not his first few. I liked his last.
Why don't you listen to his albums?
Big Sean.
Detroit.
Big Sean's albums in the beginning were just very. I was kind of already like, yeah, I get it. It's the same kind of. You get hoes, you get money. Like you do it. You rap amazing, but I get it. It's like it's the same kind of thing. You don't think he had? This is what it says in here. It says Travis here, but I could be wrong for sure.
You know what I find funny every time when men get into arguments, they always say, "What y'all talking about, man? But who got more though?" It was like, "Hey man, remember I beat you in Tecmo Bowl, man? Man, fuck all that, man."
Tecmo Bowl went all the way back to 1990.
It was like, "Man, fuck all that, yo."
Who got more bitches? You do. That's right. That's right.
Who making more money though? Tell me that though, huh?
What's your comeback to that? Who got more though?
You got it, King. You got it.
Well, you ain't gonna come back with nothing?
No.
Guess what? You got to pull out the money on them. I got the battery come out. There's this battery. I guess this shit said, "It's time."
Yeah.
To go. I don't know how long we done this live.
Yeah. You know what song I slept on? Mama, go away. Man, when you're like, this is a family film, and never get this. Never that. When I heard that song on the accent, I was like, God damn, this song was fire, because it was just like, oh, grandma, oh no, never that better be that.
Yeah, one of the why you always gotta be heated on in a housewarming. It's like grilling here, sitting there grilling people like George Foreman. Soon as you walk in, she storming. Y'all gonna sit down this reunion, some drink wine like it's communion and something like that. He was killing
man, dude. It was, and I seen the picture.
Yeah.
I see there. I was like, oh, he cooking.
Oh no, he put the photo book out. She was like, what you say? Something like, I got an Aunt Ruth who can't remember your name, but the other pictures sent it down memory lane. Yeah. He was killing that
man, I felt every bit of those
and
lines.
if you say you ain't did it, you ain't did it. And if you did, well, that's just family business.
I heard that song on accident and I said, yeah.
Man, when I tell people that Kanye changed my life, I'm sorry. I hate what he's become.
Yeah.
But those first 5 albums are incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people don't like 808s and Heartbreak.
I like it.
It's up to you, but
I like it.
he was 5 for 5 to me.
I can call my daughter right now. She know I played that song, that album.
What song?
That album.
808s?
808s and Heartbreaks.
The worst song to me was the doo-dum-doom-doom. I hated that song.
Yeah.
And me loving him, him.
That was his first single.
Yeah, I hated it. Love Lockdown. I hated that song. But then it would get in your head, you'd be like, doo-dum-doom-doom. Doo-dum-doom.
I totally forgot about it.
That song it's the worst song on there.
There was another one, Pinocchio song.
Pinocchio Story?
Yeah.
I want to be a real boy.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
No, that was terrible.
For one, it was recorded in a concert or something. I was like, why would he do it like this? Was he just freestyling?
From what I heard, Beyonce asked him to put it on there. I don't know, but that part was terrible.
Yeah.
And then once he did, what's that other one? That's when he started going down to me.
Pablo?
No, before Pablo. The one right before Pablo. Yeezus. This one it was kind of just like, okay, you're out of genius. Now you're just looking for something else.
Yeah.
That's when I feel like he just started being like, I got to find some new.
Yeah.
Because Life of Pablo was really good. Life of Pablo was really, even starting from the beginning with the little girl preaching. She started preaching.
He had to pay her a lot of money.
For real?
That was a clip online.
Bro, he had to pay her? Man, but that opening song is fire. We're ultralight beams, this is a God dream, this is a God dream.
Featuring Kurt Franklin, right?
This is everything. He was killing that mug.
Yeah, it don't have no reheat value for me.
And that was the biggest one. 30 hours. Still drove 30 hours. No?
I like Parties in L.A.
Parties in L.A.
And I like the ones he took Designer song and made it to his own.
I got brothers in Atlanta.
I was like, this nigga just took the entire song and made it into the beginning of another song.
Panda.
Yeah.
People really walking around. Panda.
Yeah.
What do that mean?
Black and white. I got hoes in Atlanta. So it's I got black and white hoes.
So you perfected that mumble rap.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's wrap this up.
Black side of gas, guys.
We're done. Put this on me?
We're done. Yeah, we're done. Light side of gas, guys. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys so much for watching the episode Lackaroni Chaz.
Now, check, please. Do you mind if I give him some more?
Yes, please.
A lot of laughs we cooking up in this podcast. Talking HD is high key. The live stream is mostly positive conversations, except we tend to get dark in the elbows of Wesley. We're sort of bobbing like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Mr. Chaz Rogers is Big Ready from Lansing. I'm like Toast, E&T. I guess we paying for the bills, so give us another check, please.
That's when the drop comes.
I mean, you can do like that. I could have kept going.
That's it, y'all. That's it.
That's
all she wrote.
Next time y'all see us, I'm gonna have a different verse.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have a different beat. I'm not. That's it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching on the Lackaroni Chaz page, the YouTuber page. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening on Spotify and Apple Pod and all those other ones. Please tell the homies about us. Appreciate y'all. Anything else?
No, man. I love y'all, man. If you think we should record, it won't be you at all. It'll just be your yes, please. You think we should record it and then it'll just be a drop in the beginning and the end or something like that?
Sure.
Just think it's short.
You sick of doing a song every time?
No, I'm totally fine with it. But at sometimes you need to have that actual song. Because you think about people's podcasts, they do have like an intro and a certain sound beat. If anybody know how to produce music that can do the beatbox, I will record it. If anybody know how, I'll go into the studio. But maybe the intro, we can add an intro, and then that end, what we do will be at the end.
The outro.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Be a different beat from the intro.
Love it. Want more of it. All right, appreciate y'all, man. We out.
Yep.